Hey, again. um, I know this morning was a really emotional morning for me. I don't know if I really explained it well in the video. I posted the video regardless because, again, part of this process and experience with documenting what I'm going through requires me to also or at least it was a commitment that I made to myself in being as authentic as I can be with my experiences. And so, just to recap, this morning, I woke up crying from a dream that I had about a specific individual and our relationship, and there was a sense of closure, a closure and a new beginning at the same time, kind of unfolding, and that's what my dream was. And I've had a dream about this individual before, and it never ended that way. Like, it was always different. And to have had this dream end this particular way was a validation I felt from my higher self. And when I say higher self, it's really my soul. So there's this concept that I am more and more believing because of the experiences that I've had, that I can't explain it in any other way. Our soul, there's there's a part of our soul. I don't know if it's a part of our soul or if it's our soul. Or they're called a higher self. So these are our higher version of ourselves, I guess, that kind of created this blueprint for us to live life in. And they're the ones that are helping guide us to come back to God, basically. Some people identify God as creator, source. I feel like it's the God I've always known. And so these are our souls or our spirit guides who are trying to bring us back home, basically. That's how I view it. At least right now, with the information that I have and just my own intuition, listening to my own intuition. So I woke up with this dream. Apparently dreams have been a way of being able to tap into that other type of dimension, in terms of different ways of receiving messages. And that's happened before with this experience for me. It just had been a while, and so I woke up really emotional because I've been emotional these past few days. It's just been extra heavy. And then apparently it's been extra heavy because of some type of retrograde ending or something like that. Something about some type of planets that I guess it causes a real heaviness. So it made sense now. I mean, when I found out about that, I was like, okay, now I know why I have all of a sudden, I mean, I was good one day, and then the next day it was just like this heaviness that I couldn't explain, and I was exhausted. But anyways, so when I woke up to my alarm that plays music, and the songs, and I've mentioned it before, where it seems like it's almost like a gift, where the songs I feel are very specific and purposeful in the message that they're sharing. And it's personal, right? In the sense of it's connected to this, my higher self, or along those lines. And so the first few songs were it felt like it was that, and it actually gave me the answer of how I was going to resolve this situation that I have pending. And so anyways, so the rest of my day I really focused on transforming my negative thinking into more positive thoughts. So I wrote down a few intentions and positive outcomes, and was just really focusing on it and believing it, really, like really pushing myself to remember positive thoughts, positive affirmations, reading my goals out loud, right, to help remind me of what outcome I want to see. This whole self-fulfilling prophecy, just in a positive light. So this evening I signed up. I had previously signed up for a birth chart reading, and it was scheduled for this evening. And I requested an actual visual map because I'm very visual, and she was very kind enough to do that for me. Her link is in the description box. I really recommend her. She's the only one I've been to, but the way she explains things, it makes sense, and she takes the time. It's to make sure that you understand. So it's not like, oh, you paid for 30 minutes, we're done. It's, she gauges it, and she gives it the appropriate time that's needed. So I really feel I had a wonderful experience with her, and I appreciate her and thank her very much. So this is kind of like a little overview of what she provided for me, and then of course on my chicken scratch notes. And so it was just really interesting how she described my birth chart. Everything resonated, every single thing, and it helped to bring so much clarity into certain things. Like, I had posted a video about triangles and threes, like that I keep getting caught up in these three or triangle type of stuff. And then she addressed that. So now it makes sense to me why I'm in this three triangle type of thing, third party stuff, basically. She touched on the challenge these last few months. She touched on that. So she gave me time frames, so kind of like predictions almost. So I was really grateful for that too. And it just, overall, it was just a sense of clarity and relief. And because there's some future predictions, specific dates, not too specific, but specific enough. It was really, I totally recommend it. And a friend of mine sent me an app. I haven't opened it, but apparently it does something similar. But again, I haven't tried it, so I'll probably try it and talk about it a little bit maybe. But this Miss Christina, or Christine, was really, really kind in creating this for me, and she allowed me to record. And I'm not going to post anything because to honor the confidentiality of those around me. I wanted to make sure I am a little more. I'm cautious about that. I really am, just to respect their privacy. But anyways, it brought closure. That alone brought closure as to the push and pull that I'm experiencing, and why, and what myth it's based out of. Like, everything made sense for me anyways. And she pointed out things. Sorry, I'm really tired. She pointed out things that I needed to work on relationship wise and building partnerships. So now that I know what I need to work on, and more or less where I'm going, I need to just now make it more specific. But I did mention to her the traveling and leaving my job, and she did highlight where that was in the birth chart reading, what it meant, and it's another validation of my intuition already guiding me there, already taking me there, and me learning to listen. And so it was just a good validation for me, in that her reading was pretty spot on. Like, there's nothing in here that does not make sense for me in terms of my past, my present, and my future. So I thought that was really, really neat. And she does it in such a gentle way too. So I totally recommend it. I totally recommend it. Oh, excuse me. So I should go to bed. But I just wanted to touch on that. That it provided a sense of relief with all the stuff, even the most recent stuff that I was trying to let go of. So I have a few places in mind in terms of where I want to consider moving to. I just have to talk to these individuals to maybe help me a little bit while I settle in. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan for now. Is for me to focus on my mission, bring closure to this pending situation, and keep trying my best to live life authentically, purposefully, and in alignment with my true self. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, and I'll post her link in the description box. Super amazing, so worth it. I hope you guys enjoy your Veterans Day, and we'll talk soon.